I've always wondered what my purpose in life is. What have I been called to do? There was one specific moment where I stopped waiting for my purpose to show up and I started building something for myself. Today in this video, I am going to give you exactly what I found out. A framework which is more robust than follow your passion and more actionable than waiting for God to write your purpose in the skies. So in this video, I'm going to answer just one question. What am I supposed to do with my life? And by the end of this video, I'll be giving you 3 specific tools that you can use to answer these questions. There are 2 dominant answers to that question, what am I supposed to do with my life? And both of them fails. This is why. The first is a secular story that says, follow your passion, find your bliss, do what makes you happy. Now the problem is that a passion without skills, discipline, and any real understanding of the world is just a hobby. And confusing a hobby with a calling is how people end up in their mid-30s to 40s, frustrated, having spent their 20s and early 30s on enthusiasms that builds nothing sustainable for them. The second is a spiritual or faith-based story, and I grew up hearing this a lot. God has a plan for you. Do not rush it. Wait for God, pray, and He will reveal it to you. Now, there is truth in this. God actually has a plan for you. But then these narratives gives a permission for passivity. We start confusing waiting with obedience. And now waiting without work is not faith. It is fear dressed in spiritual language. Now there's a Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11, which I should say is one of the most quoted Bible verses in modern Christianity. It says that, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. People read this and hear, sit still and God will bring it to you. But then read the next few verses and it makes things clearer. So like the verse 13, it says that you will seek me and you will find me when you seek me with all your heart. Purpose is not a destination God delivers to you, but it is a direction He builds inside you through your movement towards Him and through the world. Now here is the framework that changed everything for me. 3 questions, and each one builds on the previous one. Question 1. What problems in this world makes me feel uniquely angry? Not generally concerned, but uniquely, specifically angry. Like the kind of anger that is close to grief. The kind that says, this shouldn't be this way. The kind of grief or anger that makes you feel like something is wrong in this world and needs correction. Because usually your purpose is found in the intersection between your pain and your capacity. Now, Frederick Breckner describes this as the place where your deepest gladness and the world's deepest hunger meets. And I'm going to go a bit deeper than gladness. What injustice or brokenness in this world genuinely disturbs you? Because that disturbance is a signal, not a liability, but a signal. Question 2. What are the things that I can do that I don't realize or see them to be remarkable? Like things that others would struggle to do, but then they come easily to you. And because it's like that is how you operate, it becomes normal to you. I came to learn that calling sometimes tends to live in the blind spots. Not because you are not aware of yourself, but because what comes naturally to you does not feel extraordinary to you. For example, someone who is able to explain complex ideas clearly and simply may not feel like this is anything extraordinary because that is how they just think. Or someone who is able to bring calm in chaos might just think, oh, this is how they operate, this is how life goes for them. But then they may not realize that it is a gift. So for this question, you can do this. You can ask someone closest to you, what are the things that I do easily that you may struggle to do? And you may find that answer instructive. Now question 3. What would I build if I was not afraid and did not need external validation to feel it was legitimate? Fear and the need for approval are 2 of the heaviest things that filter a calling. They shrink it, they distort it. That idea, that initiative, that may be where your calling is lying. So the intersection of these 3 questions, what angers you in this world or what bothers you, disturbs you in this world? 2, what comes easily to you that others struggle to do? And 3, the thing you would want to do if you are not afraid or you need validation of others? The answers from these three questions will have your calling somewhere in there. Now, let me take apart one more thing. The idea that your calling is something that you find, like it is already built and it is waiting for you to locate it and find it. No, it is not so. Your purpose is built through action, reflection, refinement, and faithfulness over time. Did you know that your existence is a moving existence? Your existence in God is moving. That is why in Acts chapter 17 verse 28, it says that in Him we live, we move, and have our being. This means that we have to be in motion, and you don't have to stand still waiting for your life, your purpose, or everything to arrive and be delivered to you, because you were designed to live, to move, and to discover who you are in that movement. Motion is part of the design. So then what do you do about it? You have to take a step, because honestly, it wouldn't be helpful to you if your whole life is revealed to you at once. And the truth is, you don't even need it. All you need to do is to figure out the next step. Then you take the next step by taking the next step that is right ahead of you. And that is why it always looks like most young people are paralyzed and not moving forward. It's like we want to see the next 5 years of our lives before we actually take a practical step. But then God is asking something simpler from us. Just take the next small step. So this is my question. Will you take the next step? Will you do that one thing that you haven't been able to do, even though you have to do? Will you take that exam? Will you start that course? Will you start that application? Will you go for that interview? Will you do that next small thing that may seem insignificant now, but maybe a step into your future? That step, just take it and know that that path will reveal itself as you move. So I have a challenge for you. Those three questions we talked about earlier in this video, I want you to write down the answers and take time, spend time going through them and analyzing them, and to do a reflection into your life. Then take one action, one concrete action in the direction of what those answers are pointing you at. Not one big life-changing decision, one step, because the man who takes the first step is further or far ahead than the man who plans thousands of steps but has never taken even one yet. I want you to understand that God is not withholding your purpose or your calling from you, but rather He's waiting for a version of you that can carry it. And that version, that is built in the work, in the discipline, in the faith, in the relationship, and in everything that we have been talking about in this series so far. Now, my name is Komla Daniel, and we have one more episode to go in the Grounded Man series. And it might just be the most important video I have made in this entire series. And if you are serious about being that man who carries purpose, then subscribe to the channel, watch the videos if you haven't, and join the journey to becoming a grounded man. I will see you there. Bye.